2 fried chicken fillets. No bun, just bacon, cheese, and sauce sandwiched between slabs of crispy, greasy chicken. When KFC first unveiled the Double Down, people lost their minds. Critics called it disgusting, dangerous, even a symbol of everything wrong with America's diet. Fans? They called it delicious. Love it or hate it, the Double Down became one of the most controversial fast food creations in history. But how did a sandwich with no bread become an international sensation? And why did KFC keep bringing it back again and again? Today on Behind the Menu, we're diving into the heart-stopping history of the Double Down. Let's rewind to the late 2000s. Fast food chains were in an all-out war for attention. Taco Bell had the Doritos Locos Tacos in the works, Burger King was experimenting with wild menu items, and McDonald's was pushing new McCafe drinks. KFC, on the other hand, was struggling. Sales were flat. Their competitors were dominating the buzz. KFC needed something big, something shocking enough to make headlines. So in 2009, at a test market in Rhode Island and Nebraska, KFC quietly introduced a new product, the Double Down. No bread, just meat. It was bold, it was ridiculous, and it was destined to go viral before going viral was even the marketing strategy. Customers were intrigued. News outlets covered it like it was the end of civilization. And when the Double Down officially launched nationwide in April 2010, the internet exploded. On day one, KFC sold more than 10 million Double Downs. The company called it the most successful product launch in its history. But with success came controversy. Health experts slammed it. The Double Down packed 32 grams of fat, 1,380 milligrams of sodium, and 540 calories. And that was just the original. Headlines called it a heart attack on a plate, and late-night comedians had a field day.
Bacon and cheese wrapped in fried chicken, or living.
Jimmy Fallon joked about it. Colbert called it a crime against sandwiches. Even doctors were weighing in on national TV. But here's the thing. The outrage only fueled curiosity. People who never set foot in a KFC suddenly wanted to try it just to say they did. Lines formed. Customers filmed themselves eating it for YouTube. In an era before TikTok food hacks, the Double Down became the viral fast food stunt of its time. So why did this monster sandwich take off? KFC had tapped into 3 powerful forces. Shock value. It wasn't just food, it was a dare. Eating one meant you were in on the joke. Timing. In the late 2000s, social media was exploding. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, everyone was looking for outrageous content to share. Identity. Fast food had become about more than eating. It was about culture. Ordering a Double Down said something about you. You were bold. You didn't care about calories. You lived dangerously, or at least wanted people to think you did. KFC essentially created the first meme-able menu item. And for a struggling brand, that was priceless. The Double Down wasn't just an American story. Soon, KFC rolled it out worldwide. In Canada, in the Philippines, in the UK, and even in New Zealand, the Double Down became an international curiosity. Each country added its own twist. In Korea, they experimented with kimchi slaw. In Japan, they used teriyaki sauce, and in the Philippines, they went all in with local flavors that made it a fan favorite. But not every launch went smoothly. In the UK, it was available only for a limited time, and customers felt teased when it vanished. That scarcity drove demand even higher. People begged KFC to bring it back. And they did, again and again. Like a fast food boogeyman, the Double Down never really died. It just went into hiding until the company wanted a fresh round of publicity. Of course, the Double Down wasn't immune to criticism. Nutritionists continued to hammer it as irresponsible. Some argued it symbolized America's obesity crisis. But here's the kicker. In terms of calories, the Double Down wasn't actually the worst offender on the menu. A regular KFC chicken sandwich had similar numbers. Even a fast food salad with dressing could pack more fat. So why did the Double Down get singled out? Simple. It looked extreme. It challenged the cultural idea of what a sandwich even was. And in that sense, it wasn't just food. It was marketing genius. Over time, the Double Down became a cult classic. Fans celebrated its return like a movie sequel. Every few years, KFC announced it was back, and headlines lit up all over again. Even in 2023, the company relaunched it to huge buzz, proving that more than a decade later, people still can't resist the chaos of the Double Down. The Double Down might look like a gimmick, but it teaches us something about fast food in America. Sometimes it's not about the taste, it's not about the health facts, it's about the story. The Double Down was a marketing stunt that worked so well, it became a legend. And in an age where fast food chains fight for every second of our attention, it showed that sometimes the craziest ideas are the ones people remember. So, whether you see it as a symbol of indulgence, a nightmare for your arteries, or just a clever piece of food theater, the Double Down left its greasy fingerprints all over fast food history. This was Behind the Menu, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the strange world of fast food history, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and let us know in the comments, would you try a Double Down? Or is it one sandwich you'll never touch?